Hey, what's up, Roberto? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to do photo comparison among three different devices. They are OnePlus 7 Pro, iPhone XS Max, and last but not least is LG V30. If you haven't watched my review on the camera test of the OnePlus 7 Pro yet, you should do it now so that you can see how amazing the photos and the videos are. Because in this video, I only compare the photo test between the three gadgets. Well, without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so can you guess this one is from what device? Well, it's actually from OnePlus 7 Pro. Now let's jump into the two photos comparison. Can you guess what is the photo on the left and the right from? Well, the last photo is from OnePlus 7 Pro, while the right is from iPhone XS Max. As you can see, the photo from the iPhone XS Max is brighter and colder than the one from OnePlus. But talking about the saturation between the two photos, I'm not sure if it is more saturated on iPhone XS Max or the photo from OnePlus. Because the photo from OnePlus seems to be more natural. It's up to you guys things, since different people have different opinions and love different things. But from my point of view, I love the result from iPhone XS Max more because it's brighter and it's probably better in low light condition. How about these? What device do you think it is from? Well, this is from OnePlus 7 Pro and this one is from, can you guess? The iPhone XS Max. Okay, so now let's jump into the comparison between the two. Based on this result, you can see that the photo from the iPhone XS Max is still brighter and a bit colder. In my opinion, between the gate and the sky looks well exposed. It is not too bright or overexposed, which I really loved it. One more thing is, if you look at the counter inside the gate, it also looks brighter than the photo from OnePlus. By saying so, I don't mean that the photo on the left is not good, but just the one from iPhone does a better job. Now let's move on to another results. Can you guess between the three photos here? Which one is from XS Max, V30 and the 7 Pro? I think all of you can tell by the colors of the first photo, which is from, for sure, the LG V30. But the next two photos look very identical. Can you guess which one is from OnePlus? Okay, let's check if your prediction is correct. The photo from OnePlus is a bit zoom in, but the color, the saturation and the brightness looked almost the same. The next picture, can you guess which one is from LG V30? Well, I'm sure that you know based on the color of the photo. Let me tell you, the middle one is from the LG V30. It looks less saturated and warmer in a way that makes the table and the chairs look old. While the other two still look similar to each other, but from this position, I think you can see clearly that which one is from iPhone XS Max and which one is from OnePlus. Can you tell? Well, if you look closely, you will notice that the first picture on the left looks a bit darker than the third photo, which means it is 100% from OnePlus, while the other one is from iPhone XS Max. Okay, so now let's move on to something in detail, which is about portrait mode. So I took the photo using portrait mode from all devices, but some of you might wonder that the portrait mode doesn't exist in V30. How is this possible? Well, if you haven't checked out my tutorial on how to take portrait photos on any Android devices yet, please check on the link above. I promise I will be showing you step by step of how to use portrait mode on any of your Android devices. Okay, now it's time to put them together. Can you guess which one is which one? Maybe The middle one is the photo that helps you to make a correct prediction. Of course, this is from the V30. But let me tell you what, normally when taking portrait photos using Gcam, the result is not like that. This is one of the example. Probably the time I took this photo was when I was in a hurry, so I couldn't pay much attention to the focus of the subject, resulting in this, as you can see. The background is not really blurred as expected as this photo. With this comparison, what I like best is the one from OnePlus. Can you guess which one is from OnePlus? Well, I'm sure you got the correct answer. The one from OnePlus is the last photo. It's nice with blurry background, unlike the result from iPhone. I just don't know what's wrong with the surrounding area. It's kinda lack of focus, making it half blur and normal. But according to my observation, what I have noticed from iPhone portrait mode, the best way to capture using the portrait mode is to capture a person, not the object. It seems like detecting people's face is more accurate than anything else we want in the shot, which is completely different from the existing portrait functions on Android devices. I'm not sure if you have the same idea. If you do, or you don't, please share your opinions below, because I think we'd love to hear from you as well. It's high time to look at selfie capability from the V30 devices. So in this test, I went through the normal selfie followed by the selfie with portrait mode. I'm sure you might be able to distinguish the quality from the three gadgets here. Can you guess which one is from the LG V30? Okay, in this video I sound like, looking down on the V30 so much. But I'm sorry for the LG user, because I'm going to tell you later in this video why. Now it's time to put them into a comparison. As you can see, the worst quality among the three is seen to be the last photo, which is of course from the LG V30. My face is a bit overexposed, it's too bright. I think it is less saturated and sharpness. Do you think the first photo is better than the second photo? I think in terms of brightness, the first one seems to be okay, but a little bit overexposed on my upper cheek, while the middle photo looks very well exposed, although it looks a bit darker. Can you make a prediction which one is from the iPhone XS Max? You might be right. It is the second one. Okay, so now let's jump into another comparison. This comparison is the use of the selfie with portrait mode. And some of you might wonder again, how is this possible on the LG V30? And again, you can check out my tutorial on how to shoot portrait mode on any Android devices. Okay, so can you guess from this result which one is from the iPhone XS Max, Plus7Pro, and the LG V30? Well, I actually don't jumble it this time. It is just where it is. Okay, so the first one is OnePlus. As you can see, it's quite similar to the previous result. The second one is from the iPhone XS Max. It's a bit zoom in, so my face is bigger than the rest of the photos. But the background from the iPhone XS Max is more blurry than the rest of the photos. Talking about the blurry background, I think LG V30 also does a good job in this. But the problem is the color saturation and the clarity between the photos. As you can see, the OnePlus does a better job than the LG V30. But for me, the result from the LG V30 is acceptable. Okay, so now it comes to the last part of this video, which is about the price. Well, as you know, the iPhone XS Max is over 1,000, depending on the storage you get, while the OnePlus 7 Pro you can get it below $800, although it is a brand new 2019 flagship from OnePlus company. But you can find the LG V30 on the market below $300. Therefore, it comes to my thought that you can get anyone you like based on the budget you want to invest. Since the result from the LG is actually acceptable in most cases. So it's up to you guys think. Okay, so that's it guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, any comments, any thought about this, please let me know in the comment down below. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please consider doing so, because there will be more and more useful videos in the future. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thanks.